has all returned to New Tokyo, but a big conspiracy is definitely in the air, as an even other greater conspiracy is even also hanging in the air. What awaits us, no idea. This is the Fire Brigade of Flames, Chapter 123, and I am the Angry Myth and the Despair Reviewer. Shinra thinks back as he tries to connect to the first pillar, the, the woman that possesses him. He sees a naked woman's lady surrounded by the thing, and he realizes then that she is undoubtedly the one inside of the Amaterasu. As they arrive back on the place, and uh, uh, that as they arrive back on the place, Shinra thinks back on when he tried to talk to the first pillar in the dreams, but all she gave him was a sadistic smile, because apparently she looked like was standing in a large fire so hot it was evaporating her tears. So maybe deep down, I'm a. So in the end, he has decided to call the first pillar Amaterasu herself. So after that, we are treated to yeah, a history in the making on how everything began. It started with a prologue of the Great Disaster, where suddenly a human race was touched by a wrath of a star, and the world was erased by fire. That was the Great Disaster. The fury of the flames burned the lands of the humans. Everything was on fire without stopping, destroying all the culture that had been previously built. And in chapter 1, the sacred flame was found. But out of those ashes came a man, Raphael, the first Raphael, uh, and began a journey with his apostles in search of light. At the end of the journey, Raffles encountered the flame without impurities, which would bring light that would save the human race. In chapter 2, the Amaterasu and his apostles have developed Amaterasu, and the sacred flame of Amaterasu bathes the light of people with the light, serving as the foundation of this country in Far East. That is apparently the story, but now it is very obvious that that story is a lie, because, well, Amaterasu was developed. However, the ones who developed it were Vulcan's ancestors. And not only that, but there is a live a woman inside of Amaterasu all those years ago. And more than that, the sacred flame was said to have been found by a preacher. Isn't it very likely that the preacher of the White Hoods were the one who gave Amaterasu and the Adora Burst to the humans? So Shinra points out what exactly is the preacher's goals. If she really was the one who created the nation, why did she want to destroy it? Maybe very well so that the Church of the Sun is hiding something. As Shinra reports of all of this, uh, Vulcan does indeed once again says that his family created Amaterasu. However, he is completely in the dark of the fact that humans are inside of the Amaterasu itself. The one who takes this very hard is Iris. After all, she's a woman who has been living with faith and the Sun teachings very long. For her to hear that the church may very well be corrupted and evil is a very dark thing for her. And who can blame her that she don't have anything else? However, the Sun God's divine protection is no joke. Elsewhere, Lich in his lab realizes that the numbers are indeed pi, as Arthur find out, but the relationship between pi and Amaterasu is not there. And he also says uh, that this country was all planned, more like they cannot spread this all across the world because it's very likely that they will be silenced. More than that, they cannot do anything about this because there's something those in power erases the truth. That's the thing of. So Lich decides it's time for this to get wild. Elsewhere, Benimaru is meeting with a very mysterious person who has a desire to visit the Church of Sun, and he needs Benimaru's help. Who is that person? Well, none other than a dark hero, calling him by who is Joker. After all, Benimaru do not trust the church nor the teachings of New Tokyo or anything else. So in the end, it seems Joker is going to Benimaru for help. He does says he's suspicious, but also intriguing. Therefore, two very dangerous people may very well team up. Again, Benimaru is an anti-hero. He has good intentions because he protects his people, but he doesn't trust anything of the new culture. Why he doesn't, that's anyone's guess. But that's basically this chapter. Set up again for something suspenseful. And yeah, we can pretty much assume now that the first pillar, Amaterasu, is indeed inside the Amaterasu for all those years ago. And that's why she's so consumed with hatred for the humankind. They got to live, and she did not. Can Shinra do this all? More than that, even the church itself may be corrupted. I hope we are moving into seeing new interesting characters after this, because I really want to dive into this science fiction a little bit more and all the mysterious things. Give me your thoughts. Do you have any?